YouTubers, it's REDLIPBLONDE doing more Bible study. Today I'm going to read Sirach in the Holy Bible, chapter 33. No evil can harm the man who fears. Excuse me. Get a little closer. I'm sorry. Okay. No evil can harm the man who fears the Lord through trials. Again and again he is safe. He who hates the law is without wisdom and is tossed about like a boat in a storm. The prudent man trusts in the word of the Lord, and the law is dependable for him as the divine oracle. Prepare your words, and you will be listened to. Draw upon your training, and then give your answer. Like the wheel of a cart is the mind of a fool. His thoughts revolve in circles. A fickle friend is like the stallion that neighs, no matter who the rider. Why is one day more important than another, when it is the sun that lights up every day? It is due to the Lord's wisdom that they differ. It is through him the seasons and feasts come and go. Some he dignifies and sanctifies, and others he lists as ordinary days. So too, all men are of clay, for whom earth man was formed. Yet with his great knowledge the Lord makes men unlike. In different paths he has them walk. Some he blesses and makes great, some he sanctifies and draws to himself. Others he curses and brings to low, and expels them from their place. Like a clay in the hands of a potter, to be molded according to his pleasure, so are men in the hands of their Creator, to be assigned by him their function. As evil contrasts with good, and death with life, so are sinners in contrast with the just. See how all the works of the Most High, they come in pairs, and one the opposite of the other. Now I am the last to keep vigil, like a gleaner after the vintage, since by the Lord's blessing I have made progress, till like a vintager I have filled my winepress. I would inform you that not for myself only have I toiled, but for every seeker after wisdom. Okay. I'd also like to read one more. Sirach, chapter 30, the training of children. He who loves his son chastises him often, that he may be his joy when he grows up. He who disciplines his son will benefit from him, and boast of him among his intimates. He who educates his son makes his enemy jealous, and shows his delight in him among his friends. At the father's death he will seem not dead, since he leaves after him one like himself, whom he looks upon through life with joy, and even in death without regret. The avenger he leaves against his foes, and to the one to repay his friends with kindness. He who spoils his son will have wounds to bandage. He will quake inwardly at every outcry. A colt untamed turns out stubborn. A son left to himself grows up unruly. Pamper your child, and he will be a terror for you. Indulge him, and he will bring you to grief. Share not in his frivolity, lest you share in his sorrow, when finally your teeth are clenched in remorse. Give him not his own way in his youth, and close not your eyes to his follies. Bend him to take the yoke when he is young. Thrash his sides while he is still small. lest he become stubborn. This small, lest he become stubborn. Disobey you and leave you disconsolate. Discipline your son, make heavy his yoke, lest his folly humiliate you. This to me is very important if any of you have children, male or female. And I found this, I'm going through issues myself with my daughter, who is somewhat stubborn, mostly unruly and inconsiderate. And I blame myself for not starting at a young age, training her to know more of the Bible. I failed on that part, which later in life now I'm really seeking to understand the Bible and the Lord and why I'm here. And unfortunately, my daughter had to suffer because now I have to teach her as well as myself. And, it's harder as they get older. So definitely instill any knowledge of anything the Lord guides you with in your life if you have children. And, do it together as a family. And I know you'll have less stress when your child gets older, because you'll have Christ on your side to help you, and just follow him and he'll guide you. And I'm learning that now. So I wanted to read those two passages in hopes that it'll help you as it's helped me. And continue to follow Bible readings by Red Lip Blonde on my channel, and hopefully what I learn will help you and those that are seeking the Lord as I am. So God bless, and keep watching. Peace, love, and joy.